Good morning, everybody. This is Angela. I am here. Sorry I had to miss yesterday. I was literally up at like 4 a.m. working on tax paperwork. Had to move my appointment with my accountant, and I actually have to possibly move it again. So, that being said, no, and to that's I have to move it because of a work thing. But anyway, let's I don't think I'll need to focus on my stand here, so let's kind of move it over a little bit. Oops. I'm going to move everything over. Okay, I want to make sure you see the April host code. We only have, 2 more days. This expires on Friday. Okay, 3 days, because today's not over yet. Okay, coffee. I need more coffee, don't I? Oh my gosh. Okay. Got my second COVID shot yesterday, and I'm gonna tell you, my arm hurts. I haven't had any symptoms other than I'm tired. Within an hour, I was exhausted, and I don't know if it was from the shot or if it was from being in paperwork and working all day. Anyway, all right, let's stamp. Banded Together. Beautiful stamp set. Coordinating dies, guys, and these are retiring. You know me. Look at these, are like bands, but they are beautiful labels. There's actually a maybe that COVID shot is affecting me. Flowers and leaves that coordinate with the flower and the leaf. Beautiful, like I said, beautiful labels. Oh, an oval. I love this one here. I'm not using it. I'm using this one today. Banded Together. Celebrate the best day ever. You are amazing, beautiful inside and out. Wishing you a happy birthday. You're a great example to me. So grateful we are friends. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. The other one I'm using, and I did not realize until this morning it is retiring, is Buffalo Check. Oh my gosh, guys, if you do not have this, you need to grab yours, okay? And you're going to see why today. Let's look and see if I had any examples in here, but I don't. Okay, let's get started. We got a lot to do. I'm actually going to try to do 3 cards today. So for the Banded Together, I have all basic white. White, white, white. But is it going to be a white card? No, of course not. All right, I am folding this, and you will see why. No, we always fold, but that's for the flowers. Okay, Stamparatus. Buffalo Check to get a really, really good dark image. And how do I'm not going to be able to, how can I mesh this on? You have to think through these things, you know? So I can hold it on, so I can re-stamp, but it's going to stamp the whole background, so I don't want to cover that up. And I may have to pull in some masking. Let's do that. Let me grab a scrap here and do that as well, because I don't want it on the back of my card either. Okay, makes sense? It will when I stamp, right? Okay. And the reason I'm doing the masking is because the stamp is obviously bigger. I'm going to have to move this so you guys can see. It's bigger than the card base, okay? So we're going to make sure it's all covered. All right. Mount that on really good. Making sure it's mounted. I'm pressing. You can see how well it's pressed on. Because I'm going to have to stamp this several times. And then I just realized this is not straight. And we definitely want it straight. Let's make sure. Do you know how to check to make sure your stamp is, oh, it is not straight either. That's why there's grids on this. That's straight. Let's put it back on here. Now, I always like to, oh, it is really off. Oh, I see why. Okay, Stamparatus. Keep your magnets separated. My grid paper under here is not in here straight either. And you know, I really don't have to need this little piece in here for rubber stamps. You need that for photopolymer. So I don't want it too close to the bottom because that makes it hard to, and I don't want it too close to the edge. Now, oh, my stamp set on the metal table. I mean my magnet on the metal table. There we go. Now let's remount this since I've moved everything around. And see, I'm missing it, totally missing it. It's not straight again still either. Promise not to take up all our time trying to get this straight. But, okay, here we are. Now, I look at my grid, and that is straight. Yay, we're good to go. All right. Memento black, tuxedo black. Okay, we're going to be doing this a couple of times because we want it to be nice and dark and crisp. Ooh. See? And that's why we do it a couple of times. So if you do already have the buffalo check and you have struggled to get it just like a solid image, this is what you need, the Stamparatus. See how beautifully and dark it is? It's not getting it down here. I don't have to practice extra pressing. And I also see I'm missing because of this little masking. But if I didn't mask it, I would have those little lines right there on the card, the back of the card, middly. Love my Stamparatus. It makes Stampin' Sentiments. That is nice and dark. I'm going with it one more time. I want it down here. One more time. I promise. Okay. There we are. Beautifus, beautifus, beautifus. There, my friend. Now I'm going to set this aside to dry. See how nice and dark that is? Buffalo chalk. Alabama friends would love that, wouldn't they? All right. Especially if they turned it into a little plaid. All right. Trying to set the Stamparatus aside. And that's the next card. Let's cover that up. Buffalo check. Now let's pull our banded together, and I'm going to use the big flower. Oh, never done it. That's a shame. It is a big, 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 big shame. Okay, there's these two little pieces in here. You want to pop those out so that you don't mess up and get, it doesn't matter, we're going to be die cutting it, but let's get those out of the way. And this calls for your big block. stamps with pimento. And this is just a 4 by 5 1/4 inside piece. So it does actually fit on there. Could fit other things too. All right. So washed. Let's pull in some blends. I've got some poppy. I'm starting with the dark. Guys, you know I cannot color and talk. It's gonna be a quiet morning. Okay. So we've had some wonderfully warm days here in Nashville. Spring is coming. It's here. It is here, not is coming. I think we hit 80 yesterday. We're going to hit 80 today. It's 7 o'clock and it's in the 60s this morning, but it's cloudy. And we're supposed to have some rain and possibly storms later this evening. All right, I'm going to start with one flower at a time. Because I'm doing a large area, that's why I flipped over to the paint tip on the light. So I can just get through here really quick and still have that blended look. Okay, using Poppy Parade, if I didn't mention that. And you'll notice for the bigger areas, I'm still making my circles, they're just bigger circles. It's a great way to pick up the blend, do the blending. And you know, it always takes just a light touch. You don't need to do a lot of pressing. That will fray your tip and you'll be very disappointed. While I'm here, I am going to go ahead and do the center. This is just some mango medley. All right, let's go ahead and do this other flower. He's not quite bloomed out yet. Is this part supposed to be green, I wonder? Or is that part of the red? I'm gonna make it part of the red. No, it's green, isn't it? I may have broken some lines. Okay. So past weekend, actually Monday, so I bought everything Saturday in the rain. I went to the garden centers, my favorite nursery, and bought plants. I live in a townhome, so I don't have a place to actually garden, but I do it in on my patio in containers. I was restrained myself from peppers this year. Last year I had 10 different types of peppers. This year I only have 5. I had to count. Is this my dark? This is my dark. Dark first. Use an old olive here. be darker next to these leaves, right? And of course that vein going up through there and next to where the stem would be. Okay. Just go with the pink tip, maybe. Yeah. Okay. I did plant 3 different types of tomatoes. Hopefully these are a little more suited for the patio. The ones I did last year did not do very well. I found a couple of new mints. I found a lemon mint and an Indian mint. What about, did I plant basils? And I have an issue with slugs. If anybody knows anything to help get rid of slugs, they will eat my tomato plants alive. I had battled with them last year, and I've already seen not one on a plant, one on a container. Ta-da! So if you know of a remedy for getting rid of slugs, please let me know. Leave a comment. Good morning, Ruby. Sorry I'm not seeing everybody's names on here, as you can see. So what we're going to do is fussy cut this out really quick. This one having the thick, dark lines on the edges, I'm actually going to cut right next to that rather than leaving a white edge. I think it's going to look better on our background we created. Okay. All right. Where are we at? I hope I can get 3 cards done today. I may have to I may only do 2. We'll see. Okay, fussy cutting. So let's see, what can we talk about? Do not forget all the retiring items. Oh, Ruby, you hate fussy cutting? It's so relaxing. Because, you know, it doesn't, the trick here is moving the paper, not your scissors. I don't know if you've heard my story. I know many of my customers have. When I drove to work and I was working on swaps or whatever, and I'm a fussy cutting queen, just about every swap used to have something fussy cut on it. I could fussy cut at all the stoplights I had on the way to work. You know? So, you know, practice. To me, this is very relaxing. I guess maybe I'm a very detailed person. I have to be detailed in my day job. And so I love fussy cutting. You know, you don't have to fussy cut. Remember, there's the die. You can die cut the flower out with this set. So, all right, let's get through this. Come on, Angela. This does have a lot of little edges. And if I wasn't going along the lines, it would go a lot quicker. When you go along the outside, it's a little more forgiving. But key is moving the paper, not your scissors. Oh, Ruby, my eyesight's bad too. I'm sitting here with readers on, and you see I've gotten it pretty close to the camera so I can see. Get your magnifying glass. These on the stand are awesome. All right, guys, let's see. We're to the home stretch. This little stem, it's worth it though. All right, let's see. Keep my eye on the time. Can't be late for work. The next one's really simple. Easy. So stick around here. There we go. Done. Okay. We are going to take our buffalo check. Let's go ahead and crease that. That's a little smudgy, but that's okay. And what we're going to do is just pop this little guy on here. Isn't that gorgeous on that? See, Ruby, it's worth it. All right. Let's get some dimensionals behind here. My holy dimensionals here. Just wondering if that will fit right in there. And I'm gonna grab a mini. This is where there's little minis, because I really don't want this flopping around on the card. One more there in the center of all that. Yeah. All right, get these out of the way. Don't like those things on my work area either. They will end up in an ink pad or on the back of a stamp, right? Oh, where did he go? He decided he wanted to go right there. Okay, we have this little guy here for our sentiment. And I'm going to say celebrate the best day ever, because I need to send... Y'all be amazed at this. April birthday cards. A little late. Very late. What am I saying? Just be honest, Angela. We are going to, yep. I just realized my paper is way off. We're going to move these out of the way because we're not using them on the next card. And I got the triple banner punch. Make sure it's centered. This. Well, didn't mean to get two. And it's one of my holy ones. All right. One more thing on this card and then we're gonna move on. All right, sentiment. And the snail mail, Baker's Twine, good. It's available till June. So, and we want kind of a long tail on this one. And then, if you've got your new annual catalog, you'll see that we have some Baker Twine combos. Baker's Twine is just a good go-to when you don't want a heavy ribbon. Boy, I really made that tail. I made this. All right, I don't like it. I want to double it. Usually about 8 inches. And then double, so 16 inches. So much better, yes. Okay. Yes, much better. Big, glued up. You know, I think it's right here. It's good. There we are, guys. What do you think? Other than the fussy cutting, I love it. I love it with the fussy cutting, but all right. So, banded together. Now, I'm going to leave this here because we're going to make another card with banded together. Using the dies. And a simple sentiment, one of the sentiments. So what I have here is, let me get this Baker's Twine out of the way. Mint macaron, some ornate garden designer paper. I die cut this largest label out, and I die cut the oval out already, okay? And I've got some gilded gems. So let's start with our card base. And let's add our designer paper. It would be pretty with either side. That's the hard part with our designer paper. And this is going to line up. Oops, I see a little piece that didn't get poked out. Okay, this is going to line up right here. Okay, and we're going to put adhesive on the tabs. And we're just going to make it, nope, let's pop this part. Not my runaway dimensionals there. For some reason they got cut, evidently when they cut them. I just lost another one. And they are coming off the sheet everywhere. So, okay. Pop. I'm just going to center this and making sure my tabs here line up with my designer paper. Okay. And then we're going to just stamp the sentiment. Let's go ahead and use Celebrate Again. I'll clean it off because I want to stamp it with Just Jade. Just Jade kind of, I think, kind of is color family, same color family. It's the blue-green, like the mint macaron. I like that. Could easily do some gold embossing with this, you know, to pull out that gold. But we're not doing that today if we're going to make 3 cards. Just saying. We will pop this guy on here. Ta-da. And since I used the Just Jade, I wanted to pull that in a little bit more. So I pulled the Just Jade in color ribbon. It's retiring. We're getting a new New ribbon, maybe. There we go. I shake it to get the end down. And we are going to make a bigger bow. You'll see where I'm going with this. I'm letting it hide my little halo. And they can move it to see the celebrate. Alright. Little gilded gems. It's a good place to be able to... Oh! Runaway gem. To use some of these bigger ones. I struggle with those. I like it there. I like the little ones. Look. Actually, we can move our bow because we can... Maybe. We might can move our bow. It's gonna tear my... I'm moving it up a little bit. There we go. We can hide it with that. And I got a big, this another small one. Just random. There we go. All right, quick and easy card, right? So we made the big one, both from the same bundle, banded together. Detailed band dies, coordinating with band together stamp set. All right. Okay, what time is it? We are 35 minutes in. I guess we're going to wait and do the next one tomorrow. But we did get 2 cards today, as I promised you. So, join me tomorrow, and maybe we will do 2 more cards, okay? Maybe. We'll see how we go. Have a great day, guys. May if the sun's not shining where you are, let it shine in your heart. Have a great day. Bye.